Elizabeth Báthory was born in 1560 into one of the most powerful noble families in Hungary, extensive landholdings, influential relatives, administrative control over multiple estates. She was educated, multilingual, and unusually powerful for a woman of her time. When her husband, Ferenc Nádasdy, died in 1604, she inherited control of their vast estates, the sort of wealth that attracts opportunists. In 1610, she was accused of murdering over 80 young women. Some testimonies claim the number reached into the hundreds. The later legend claims she bathed in the blood of virgins to restore her youth. The average life expectancy was around 35 to 40 years, though that's greatly skewed by infant mortality and the industrious efforts of the House of Vile. But no witness statement, no trial records from her lifetime mention bloodbaths at all. That detail first appeared in 1729 in a book by Jesuit scholar Laszlo Tarocci. More than a century after her death, Tarocci was no neutral historian. He was a Jesuit, a Catholic moralist, a dramatist in robes. His account blends fact with cautionary embellishment, a tale of pride, punishment, and divine retribution. Even then, it was only the blood of young girls, no mention of virgins. That came later. A flourish borrowed from vampire lore. Not court transcripts, that's not a detail that got overlooked. It simply didn't exist yet. And how could it be overlooked? The smell alone alerted my neighbours. The main accusations against Báthory come from a 1610 investigation led by György Thurzó, the Palatine of Hungary, essentially the king's top official. He arrested her at Chaktic Castle, and in a letter to King Matthias II claimed they found one girl dead, another dying, others imprisoned. That letter has been widely repeated, but no full English translation exists, and we don't know the exact wording. We do know this: he arrested her before he wrote it, and he presented her guilt as a foregone conclusion. No neutral observers, no forensic investigation, no public trial. And Báthory's estate, deeply in debt to the crown, her removal allowed for quiet redistribution, without resistance. Over 300 witness statements were collected, but very few were first-hand. Most were hearsay, rumour, repetition. 4 of her servants were tortured into confessing. Their stories contradicted one another, and at least one recanted. The case against Elizabeth Báthory was built largely on testimony obtained under duress or through hearsay. It lacks the forensic credibility of modern trials. So, what's supported by evidence? There are confessions describing beatings, harsh punishments, some possibly fatal. But brutality in noble households was not unusual. Corporal punishment of servants, even to the point of death, it was rarely prosecuted. In 1611, her servants were tried and executed. Báthory herself, never formally charged, never brought to court. She was placed under house arrest, not for a year, not for 2. For the rest of her life, she died in 1614, confined, silenced. Her vast estate was not formally seized, but it was absorbed quietly by men with ties to the case. It's easier to believe in monsters than to accept ordinary cruelty, which is why I've always been a monster. History, when told properly, is not tidy, but accuracy matters, because reputations last longer than facts. Next time, we go back to 1518. The city of Strasbourg began to dance, and didn't stop. People collapsed, some died. No one agreed why. Was it hysteria, poison, or something darker, like subscribe. Remember, the water runs red. always has.